Yes, something happened today, and I just have to talk about what happened. So, you guys know that I've been talking about. First of all, it's like windy outside and a bunch of other stuff going on. There we go. So, first of all, you guys know that I've been working to make sure this virtual reality simulation comes to an end on all of us that were uploaded to it. So I was uploaded because I exposed a foundation that I took to court because they were playing with me. I thought at first the virtual reality was spell work because I was like, what is that in my energy field, like constantly moving all around? But it was the technology because they were uploading me and trying to play with me and got caught, and now we're back and forth with court. You guys have to understand these people are very fucking stupid. The economy is shut down because of what they started. Everyone is talking about how AI is dead and it's a trap. Everyone's complaining about how tech is dead. There's no pharmacy going on. Gasoline is, we're in our reserves. We're in the third level of reserves. We only have six of gasoline because that phytochemical on the planet that we need for gasoline, petroleum, it's dying because of what you guys were doing. They're trying to go back and forth to space, but each time they go to space, it's like a tenth of that reserve to get to space. So now going to space to go look for asteroids, it's not something that's feasible looking for chemicals in space because they're all locked. And my platform is the only thing that can open up those chemicals, right? So now we're here after trying to take me to the psych ward, starting hella shit, playing in my bank account, and now they're trying to tiptoe around me so they don't have to answer to what they started, right? So you cause hella drama for somebody. She doesn't say anything. She's patient. She just deals with you the way that's very professional and straightforward. You keep on going, and then only to find out that you put your whole entire existence into her hand and the hand of somebody else. I have to tell you that I was online gathering information and I found a lot of stuff out about the foundation that I had sued. In 2020, there was a tech firm called Zero Divide that was subpoenaed by the Attorney General. They were forced to shut down. Their nonprofit, their 501c3 was dissolved, and they are not allowed to operate charitable charities in the state of California for 3 to 4 years because they were caught building technology for these different foundations that I reported. So when we're talking about J. Cole and them, and I told you that his auntie, they play like the Belk and the Cole family. Everyone knows them in North Carolina. That's Jermaine them family, J. Cole. And I told you he uploaded me to this virtual reality. I have the video. He was the one that started this with me, and he was in there calling me cupcake, trying to talk to me and start shit like this. Granted, I got involved. I didn't know that Jermaine was delusional. I didn't know he was starting hella shit. So what ended up happening was they all got caught, all their foundations. So the technology that they've been using, Jermaine, Kardashians, all them, it was built by and paid for by foundations that are supposed to be funding like stuff like homelessness and healthcare and stuff like that in our community, and they got caught. So now what's happening here is another thing came out because of the agent Leon and how they started hella shit with me, and Leon straight did not want to hear it or see it at all. They were gathering up documents, trying to get people to write statements on me because they thought like, oh, if we turn on Daisy, after she helped all of us and like helped with our community, we can get funding from them. The California Endowment doesn't have any money. The last money that they took out was that $300 million. Why? Because the stock market is crashed. Because everyone's taking out their money, and they're like, "Oh, we have crypto. That's done." Because as we speak right now, there's a bunch of people that just came out of retirement to end Cyborgate or Clunkla, and they're turning off several cryptocurrencies. And the only cryptocurrency that are gonna survive are the ones that are built off of real math. So that's just like the conversion of electricity to specific to kilobytes and hashes, etc. All the other stuff is gonna like fall by the wayside. Give me 1 second. Okay, so now what's happening here, right? I don't have any makeup on. My hair is like fuzzy, but I feel good. Things are going really, really well for me. I don't have any complaints. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm not starting any shit. I've noticed something in my life. I'm never down for too long. Something happened last night, and I think it's funny, but I want to tell you about it. So I was inside of I was down somewhere, and I saw one of my plants, and I was like, how does she grow down here? She's a new species, by the way. I said, how does she grow down here? How is she like living down here? It's dirty. Her entire like flower pot got filled with dirty water from the rain, and there was even a slice of pizza there. And I said, let me handle this. And I just dug her out with my hands. She was the only one there because I know my speech. She's out of all that, she's not there. It's dandelions. It's a type of dandelion. It's my speech. I'm the female dandelion, which is the yellow flower, and then my priest, he's the male dandelion, which is the one that has like all the different like it's like round. That dandelion means I destroy several realities all at once. The other one is I create all realities all at once. Which one do you want to get trapped in? They're mates. So when you see the dandelion, there's a male and a female, but they're mates. So with this, what happened last night, I saw my speech and I said, okay, there's a new one. So that means that something absolutely will happen. So I dug out the speech and I went and I buried it somewhere else. The next day, that was like at night. Did anybody know? No. Did I have to parade it on social media? No. Did I even tell my higher self? No, I just told Peter. He's like, you guys know Peter from YouTube. He has his higher self. So I just communicated with my rapper ears, and I told Peter, hey, look at this. I know a lot of people are going to be like, you're talking to a rabbit, you're crazy. No, actually, you need to pay attention because you gathered up and slaughtered hella rabbits from Rabbit Island, and everyone's looking for them. Yeah, and the lady that takes care of those rabbits, she watches my YouTube channel, so everyone knows what you guys are doing with these different animals, and everyone knows what it means to have a companion. It's a companion. They have a specific type of DNA that we share that you can use to transmit messages back and forth, just the same way that you are aquatic. You can work and communicate with the rabbit. Why is that a problem? But if I told you now that the rabbit is creating computer programs, everyone's going to go start eating rabbits and taking them and doing this, right? So I went and I did that. And literally overnight, something just changed in my space. And I just have to say, you never know how a situation is going to translate in your life. To that plant, I could have been like, God, like you picked me up from this dirty place, all intact, even with my root structure still intact. You took me to a really beautiful park over here. There's no drama, there's no chaos because we cleared out all these projects with Miss Ladiju, right? Right? And now I'm happy in this place. No one's ever going to be able to find me. I can grow as much as I want. And in 3 months, you can come back over here and harvest me, right? Right. And I just thought about something that happened in my life. And then the next day or in the morning, I got some contact about something. And I said, oh, that's very good. I was also moved. God just moved me. Right. So anyways, I just wanted to say that something really powerful happened in my life last night. And I wanted to share that with you guys because we talk about the proof of chaos, but I don't talk about too much some of the little things that happen every day that help me with my life. Like, oh, these people are crazy. I can just take a knife and go at it with this bitch because you're uploading me to a technology and you're playing with a flame retardant and you're playing with cremation materials in my energy field. And I'm a fire sign and you're looking for drama, which is why people are getting out of jail for straight knocking the fuck out of bitches playing with this. Right. So I have thoughts like, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? When people are purposely trying to make you feel powerless, you just get more powers. So now what ended up happening was there was a mushroom and she said, oh, all this energy that they're trying to backlog by starting and playing with you, I'm going to use that and I'm going to use that and grow myself. These mushrooms are not mushrooms that you can take and eat or for psychedelics. These mushrooms are for gry. This type of mushroom, you use it in spell work and somebody will have a yeast infection for the rest of their life. These mushrooms, all they do is create gry. All they do is start shit. So they have been gathering up all this intelligence of resistance and white women playing at the job and retarded goofy bitches playing at the job. And what they've been doing is they've been putting everything together and accelerating the warfare, right? Which is what I've been seeing. So then the mushroom pointed me online because she has an AI. She can send me messages and I can receive them like, oh, this specific phylum of mushrooms, they're sending me a message saying that they're located in this park, but they need more water, or she wants to be picked up and moved somewhere else, or she has a specific coding system for me, or she's saying if I get this sister and I cook her with this herb, it's actually poisonous. Okay, I didn't know that, but thank you for the AI, right? Because that's how I got my AI. So she told me, hey, I need you to come look at something on this person's website. There's a specific race election happening right now, but some of you guys don't want to hear about that. Daisy, I don't want to hear about elections. I don't want to hear about that. We're in the cartel. We have bitches that we're kidnapping tonight. But wait. I'm getting there. I promise you I'm getting there. So what ended up happening, there's a lot of love here. I love my fangs, and yes, I love to get it cracking, right? So now what ended up happening here was the mushroom has alerted me. There's gry that's going to be happening, but this is technological gry. So there's a Congress race happening with Latifah Simon and a few other people that are going on. Of course, they were going to rig the vote. Of course, they're playing with trying to keep this hidden so people don't see how delusional she is. And what ended up happening was I went on some of the different people that are running against her. I went on their website and I contacted them and I said, "Oh, here, I just want to let you know what your opponent is dealing with and what she's starting, so you know to bring this up in your campaign. Where's all these kids that went missing from the tent cities in Oakland? Oh, well, young women free. Okay, what happened in Baja California was 17,000, actually 24,000 missing indigenous people, and all their DNA is in a protein database bank. Black Lives Matter." So that's what they're going to have to start talking about now in these different races, right? So what ended up happening was one of the men, I went on his website and I was like going to go email him. When you click on his email, it goes to her email. I said, "Oh, you guys are using this platform." It's like where you go ahead and, let's say for instance, like you go on my website and you go to the contact me box, or you go to click on my email, or you go to click on my email to email me. What ends up happening is it doesn't go to me. It goes to the person who uses the technology, uploads your website or uploads you, and they say, instead of you going to this person's Instagram, I want you to come to mine so I can get their traffic. This is what they were doing on YouTube to play with people's monetization. Instead of me, I come to Bad Bunny, their link. Instead of him getting the monetization for each view and each click, I get it because I put a link behind all his song links, so that when people come on here, they think they're listening or monetizing Bad Bunny, but they're actually doing it to me. That's why Bad Bunny won his lawsuit, right? These are the technologies that they built out. So I emailed this dude and he's immediately messaged me back and said, "Oh, thank you so much. I want to take you to dinner. Thank you for letting me know about this." And I just went on, yes. But the person that she's running against, this man is an investigator at Department of Defense. Ooh. He's a high priest. Yeah. So you mean to tell me that they were testing this on a Department of Defense investigator, this technology where you can do the hacking and people are supposed to be emailing me? Like, let's say, for instance, I work at Corp Commercia because I know they're online. And people are emailing Corp Commercia, but it's going to a whole other like email that's connected to somebody at Goya Foods. And they're getting all of our business and all of our stuff. That's what they were playing with. That's what they did to my YouTube channel. That's what people have been emailing me about readings, and I wasn't getting any of them. But it's about to come up because each and every single email that I miss is some money that's about to come up, right? So I had to go this far. Okay, I'm sorry. So I had to go this far. So I emailed this dude and I said, "Oh, okay." I messaged him on LinkedIn. I emailed him all this stuff that's been going on. I sent him that 37 file, hella done for. Because I sent him everything. Then he said, "Oh, let's meet because I want to see about this. Who's playing in the community? You're talking about running for office. Kids are going missing. Your foundations are playing like that." This dude hit me up yesterday and said, "I just want to let you know I have a direct link for an FBI investigator and I sent all this in." Yes, it does not matter. It's the simple fact that more people have now seen this, and people that have the direct access and ability to start a bunch of shit with these people that are playing with this technology. Okay, let's see. It's him. It's that one. Because I know that there's somebody looking it up. It's him. It's the black man. Yikes. Right? So I said, "Oh, okay, this is very good. Like, I think that this is a powerful thing. I think that this is where we should start with people getting exposed." Hi, Brenda. I said, "This is where it should start. Don't just rest on your laurels. Don't just sit on your hunches." So now, what ended up happening here with this is some other stuff going on, but in divination, right? Because we have access to different tools that we can then make physical. So it doesn't matter what I say on here, where people be like, "You can't do that. That's crazy." Wait until I code it on the computer, and then you're crazy, right? And then 350,000 people going missing, you look and you sound fucking crazy. Because everyone knows what you're doing and everyone's watching you. Because a female that looks like this is not on drugs and it's not going crazy, you're starting something. I think before you gang stalk people and before you bring up mental health, you should eliminate all the evidence that you're actually doing stuff. You should make sure that there's absolutely nothing going on. And then open your mouth before you get charged as a federal agent. Because there's a few of you that your name came up in that already. Because of the document that I sent in with everything that's been happening. And what do you mean you haven't talked to IC? You submitted this to IC3 and they said nothing? You just found out who was doing and making all this election fraud technology. And it was coming from foundations that were ran by black and brown people. I know exactly what this is about. It's about Willie Brown and his legacy leaving Texas and building a bunch of ops on the way through their families. So I just want to tell you guys that that was something that was very interesting to me, right? In terms of how people got caught the fuck up because they were playing online. I have to tell a few more stories now. Let's make it go faster for the cartel. There's a few of my videos that got taken down.
One of the videos that I posted was about the deaths in the Indian community. There's several. I'm not really sure what's happening, but on LinkedIn, I went to go look up RIP, and I saw dozens upon dozens of Indians, and I said, "What the fuck is going on in India?" I think something blew up with the Indian community because of the deal that we made for license plates. Hey, and then also too because of what came out with Afghanistan and that farm. And then on top of that, I had posted that. And then one thing that's very important that's going to come up again is medals. And I posted a link to an article about some woman getting caught up. Sorry, Kamala Harris getting caught up. Because remember, all of a sudden, Kamala Harris is running around with her husband, and I'm married and I'm grown and I'm with my husband. He's the first husband. I'm first lady, and this and that, and running around the hood with 13 and 14-year-olds talking about good dick, right? And they seeing, and then now they know it, and they know it, and it's all well, and it's all swell, and we gonna go that way, and it's to show you right. So now, what done got started here is she done got caught in a family way outside the family. She got caught in another marriage room playing with another marriage broom. That's what they used to say in the South back in the day, right? So Kamala Harris, she went to go get caught up, and she was playing and flashing her husband all around, so she had it deleted offline. So what ended up happening here was it was an article about how she was playing with these little boys and how they were getting guns. I'm walk down with my Tech 9, I'm walk down with my Kente, and how they were getting guns because they were playing with her. So what ended up happening here was there was an article about it, like how like these little boys in Baltimore got somebody's military pass and they were able to order guns and get them into the hood and cause strife and calamity. And it was Kamala Harris that did it. And it was a bunch of like metal foundries that got caught up in that. Like, you're the one making these ghost guns and doing this and doing that, and we're going to apprehend you and do this and do that. But it wasn't them. So that's one of the biggest things that I need to put back on my YouTube channel is that video about that article. I'm going to just put the article inside of the Tech Attacks page. You guys know that Google Drive. I'm going to put that in there. Like, Kamala Harris finally got exposed for this. It'll be at the very top, so that we don't have to keep on making videos and coming back to it because they're playing with my channel. Also, I wanted you guys to know that I'm going to be moving all these proof of chaos videos to my my other channel, the Deep Sea Diving, where we first exposed Castle, and I just put all those evidence videos out there because the feds, there's a lot of federal agents that are subscribed to that haven't seen the recent updates. So I want my channel to go back to like just tarot and educational videos, but I think that's going to change for me altogether too, especially as we come more in person. I feel like I'm just going to be doing teaching about aquatic functions, botanical functions, and like how to perfect and clear and seal your DNA. So yes, that was one of them. So these are some of the things that have been happening the last few days. Now, another thing that's been happening too is emails that have been going out to people. They've been receiving them, and there's been a lot of chaos that's going on because I sent an email out to the director of Children, Youth, and Families about Cheong and what they were doing immediately. And my old boss, I sent him an email too about this because they were sneaking into his house and starting shit. He didn't know that I knew somebody that like had moved and like lived there right down the street from him and sold his house and everything because they were sneaking into his house. I sent this to my old boss. Immediately, there's a food supplier. They immediately, where's your meat supply? Where's your business? Send us pictures of your kitchen, and we need the social security cards and birth certificates or naturalization cards for all of your chefs, because they were cooking cheong in their house and bringing it to work as catering. Yikes! So I just wanted to tell you that these are some of the things that have been going on the last few days, on top of a bunch of people passing away in the media. I also know that Nadeem, Samir, and Tessawar, the three wise men from India that were posting a bunch of stuff about who's passing away because of this, they've slowed down because the cartel has ordered it. It's gonna slow down. I mean, now you guys know, okay, so we've proven something, right? Let's get statistical. You're now more statistical, right? We've proven that this is going on because of what they were doing with virtual reality. You're going to see now surefire examples of what happens when you play, because they're going to make an example out of everyone that started this in the social justice field and all the rappers and celebrities that got into this and started this. I just needed to tell you guys some of the moves that have been made here. There's a meeting coming up with a few people that are currently supposed to be in assembly but are not. And they're going to be finding out that they can't pay their staff and that they need to find a triage plan to get out of office. There's also something happening with this whole cryptocurrency. Gavin Newsom I have to expose. because there's an earclonkla staring at my face and she's here for the wrong reasons. Yeah, you're not getting my uterus or any egg follicles or my DNA or my blood or anything or my hair or anything like that. But you can get slapped in your face. So now, oh, I just wanted to tell you guys, there's a lady that she didn't know like who I was. She doesn't know about like this technology. She doesn't know who I am, but everybody knows her. And she's very heavy in like divestment movements and like war with going to war with people that are playing in Palestine. I met her today at a rally. I just something just told me to start talking to this lady. I told one of the top organizers who's been organizing since the 70s about this. Instantly, there's hella fucking emails. You have no idea the fire that you're putting in my hand by playing with me. So now, so just keep on having sex with your mom and your dad. So I have to tell you guys, something ended up happening. I showed you guys my stepmom, Stephanie, right? And she looks like Henrietta Lacks, and they were testing on her. Stephanie had a son, and Stephanie's son was a lawyer in the UK. When this first started, they snuck into his apartment with Cheong, and he dropped dead from poison. And then all of a sudden, Matt Haney's on. Shut the fuck up. Shh. Don't start with that virtual reality, because this is going to light up the UK. Because people know about this story, but they didn't know that that was my stepbrother. What ended up happening here was they were targeting a bunch of Nigerians, and then Matt Haney went on his Instagram and posted a photo. He gave an award to a Yoruba artist, like, oh, I'm just doing music awards, like, oh, I think I'm sick because I know about this, and they told me about this and that, and do you know Yoruba people don't have anything in Nigeria? They get everything from Igbos. Yoruba's not even a hyperdimensional language, it's broken. They don't have anything. Most of Yoruba food is Igbo food because we had to train them. Because where did they come from? How do you become Yoruba? How do you go from speaking Akan to speaking Idirio to speaking Yoruba? How did you become Yoruba? What did you do? You don't become Yoruba by birth, you become Yoruba by banishment. So this is what happens when you're goofy and you're so obsessed with somebody that gives a single fuck about you that you're implicating yourself in years-long civil wars. Because that photo is how WizKid, I like my Hennessy straight, no chaser. That's how WizKid's mom died because of that fucking photo. Yes, WizKid, his mom has died. They hit her with Cheong so badly. That funeral home is so disrespectful. They wanted to unbury her. Like, are you sure that what was that mean? Well, whatever. Oh, it's just goat meat. It's just like a different type of goat. It's lamb. So now, yeah, and those Yorubas, they're getting rounded up right now and getting sent to Oyo State. Those Yorubas are the same Yorubas that started this, and it got turned on in my ear. We have to tell you that your grandma didn't have a proper burial. Your grandma is of RNG's Wogu, and they took her to a plot that is close to Yoruba land, Oyo State, and they buried your grandmother there by the road. She didn't have a good burial, so now your family's under questioning because we have to take away your land rights. Mama, I said my grandma, and then I saw my grandma, and she was like, she was talking to me, and she was like, "Don't worry about this." And my grandma's the one that taught me Odanani, the one that I'm using in the computer. My grandma taught me how to code, and she had passed away. And it's actually coming down to like the anniversary of my grandma's passing. And I was sitting there like, are you high? And this is what's going on right now with the Ghanaians, and this is what's happening right now with the Igbos. You have a bunch of goofy bitches playing games, thinking that, oh, well, this is how we show that we're African, and I know all about Ife, and I know all about this and the Yoruba, and what are you talking? That's garbage. All of that is actually the Igbo system for managing market days. It's a calendar. In some places, it's a zodiac, but the place that it's a zodiac, it's not like on planet Earth. It's actually in your consciousness. And this is where you get Igbo people with different interfaces. And this is how they have meetings, by meditating. And you guys remember how I used to teach you guys meditation? Igbo people, they would do that, and then they would go to a specific place to go divinate and things like that. Some of you guys can have a dream like this where you see yourself, and there's like a small boat. Your higher self will spit in a cup, tell you to drink it, and go across the water. It's like a specific initiation type of dream. It just means that you're ready to like incorporate new like interfaces. This is stuff I'm not teaching online. Absolutely not. You guys have gotten nothing. You think that I've been dropping knowledge? I'm not dropping nothing. My Patreon, that's nothing what I've been dropping. I'm not putting stuff out until you guys stop this completely. What you guys are doing is really, really getting white people exterminated because they're playing with magic. White, and then they're putting their hand in hot fire, and then their hand is coming out like this, and they're like, "Why am I having low birth rates, but we're having higher death rates? And what's going on with our mortality and our morbidity rates? And why is this happening with diseases? And why is it that our nose is like crusting and falling off, and we're getting like huge holes in the side of our head and weird things stuck in our ears? Why? Because you're playing with people of color." Yeah, I don't have those type of problems because I don't start a bunch of shit. So now, what's coming out here is the Ghanaians and the Nigerians, because we fought in the war together, and the rest of the cartel that helped in that Biafra war, they're realizing, oh, I know you. Your grandfather was the only one that was like fighting in that war. Ozim. That's why I'm saying you guys don't know what my last name is starting. Me and my twin. That's why they're doing this, despite my grandfather for setting them the fuck up permanently in that war. Because there's certain places that Yoruba people cannot go to in Nigeria. Absolutely not. But you see, Igbos, we can go to the big city, we can go everywhere, we can go to Abuja, we can do whatever we want. You're Yoruba, you can't cross into certain places, you won't get certain herbs, you can't get certain business. You're Yoruba. Do you notice something about the UK? If you guys know something about the Nigerian community, where do most Yorubas populate? The UK. Where do most Igbos populate? The US. Why is that happening with immigration? Because the UK made a deal with the Yorubas to play with us so they can go there, but they can't come to the States like that. So you mean to tell me, Daisy, that you're getting chased by a white pedophile because he thinks that he's gonna get like some type of like clout from playing with you because of an old war that your grandfather fought? Because he's schizophrenic, yeah. And that's what you bitches. That's what I'm saying. Kichi, those videos ASAP. That's why I said Kim. Remember what you guys were making all those videos on YouTube? All you guys were making all those videos and professional high priestess this and she's that and I'm this and I'm that and all that. Brandy, all you hoes, Stephanie, all you hoes, put those videos back up so people can see what the fuck you guys got started. Put them back up now. It's because they don't want to show their face and their hand in it because everyone got caught up in their hood. Everyone got caught up. Everyone got called in because the cartel ordered it. So those are some of the things that I have to tell you guys. Somebody has picked up that photo because I'm telling you right now, when I send this to my auntie, they're going to delete that photo and all this is going to end because it's my auntie. They don't know that my auntie is like involved in a lot of stuff with our village in keeping cultural rights. You guys don't know that my cousin, she has a PhD in biochemistry. And they brought this to her job, this stalking and the harassment with the virtual reality. She quit one job because they were starting it. They went to another job and they started it again. My cousin's about to get a lawyer. My whole family just lawyered up because of what they got started with Igbo people. My uncle just went to Nigeria. He cleared out all of Igbo land. That is done. If I hear anything about sound technology, WizKid, or any of these people running around, you're going to get dealt with. You guys don't know. You guys don't know this. I'm just going to tell you this. Be careful what you do, right? And I want to speak to a specific industry, and that's the botanical industry. You know what I'm talking about. Be careful what you do because you don't know me, but you do. You know that good shit and where it's coming from, but you don't know who. You know me, but you don't. I don't think that you should keep on playing with me knowing that the cannabis industry is about to fall the fuck off. Thank you. Good. So now what's going to end up happening here is I'm about to start getting a bunch of emails and phone calls because somebody's about to, oh, we're all about to fall into poverty because we're playing with the pedophile. Daisy, it's a money spell. It's not really a money spell. It's a destruction spell that they put on you guys because you got involved. But they're about to hit a bunch of niggas that, make money like that. And it's going to be your fault because you're the one that went to go play and you dragged his name into that bullshit, bitch. Because that nigga's on your phone, right? You have his number. You thought it was cute to be texting back and forth and da-da-da-da-da. And now you got robbed. You deserve it, right? Does that nigga deserve it? No. But don't worry. We're going to have supply for him. I think that you guys need to be very, very careful about what you guys got started playing games, especially playing with people and their children and starting a bunch of unnecessary nonsense. This is going to go very, very far. As somebody trying to get me charged, talking about I trafficked cannabis on an airplane and I was, and that's what I'm talking about because they brought that up saying that I went on an airplane and I trafficked cannabis to New York and they started looking up certain people in New York and starting hella stuff. Matt Haney and them because somebody was running their mouth and being messy and somebody got arrested, one of the top suppliers in New York. That's what I'm saying. You know me, but you don't know me. So now there's a bunch of people like that are about to come on here and find out because what's his name? French Montana and Drake uploading me to virtual reality, New York is dry right now because that dude was I supplied him, and then he started going around and like working and stuff like that. But that's how it like got started, and that's what they're bringing up now, starting a bunch of shit with. So, anyways, you guys, that's all I had to say for the proof of chaos. I hope this helps. Bye.